Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Wind Waker. In the last episode we used our fire arrows to get inside, our ice arrows to get inside Fire Mountain and obtain the power bracelets. Now we've used our fire arrows to freeze Ice Ring Isle, and we're inside it with but 2 minutes remaining to grab whatever treasures we can find in here. I'm being attacked by a keys, but I'm ignoring them. Fortunately, I don't think there are actually ever any ice keys in this game. These are just regular keys. That wasn't supposed to be an ice arrow, that was supposed to be a regular arrow. Oh well, I'm going to ignore them because I haven't got a great deal of time. And just going to slide down this annoying slide. Oh, bollocks! Oh, it's really annoying when you get knocked off here, because as you can tell, you can't really see much down here. What you need to do is use the grappling hook on these to get back up by kind of stopping your swing and then climbing up to the top. All the way up to the top, getting on top of there, then getting back up. Nope, getting on top of there, and back on here. There really isn't so much margin for error here, whereas on Fire Mountain, you've kind of got ages. Here, you've got a lot less time, and these keys are really irritating me, but they kind of... These ones have have a dive bombing habit that other keys don't tend to do so much of the way they attack you, which makes them incredibly irritating, so they just stay down. They kind of just swoop in, attack you, and then fuck off again. And why are my arrows hitting it? There we go. Gods, I've only got a minute left. And the thing's making strange sounds. Anyway, I'm just gonna, go for it. Butt slide! You kind of wobble around a lot here, so you gotta make sure you stabilize yourself coming down, but it's generally straightforward. And there's a chest here. Hooray, we've still got 48 seconds left, we're fine. Open the chest! And we find the iron boots! These boots are so heavy you can hardly walk, but the wind can't blow you around when you wear them. And then a light to the surface appears again, and once, like in Fire Mountain, the timer stops. So, going to try these iron boots on, because here is some wind. And to make it not blow us around, put the iron boots on, puts his angry face on, and bang, 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 bang. So the wind's not affecting us at all, but there's actually a little secret here. See this hole? Let's go down it. And this is an easily overlooked secret. It doesn't lead to much, but there is something of use down here. That something of use is specifically this. It's an enemy we've not seen before. This is... Well, it's an enemy we've sort of seen before. Oh, we can't take a picture of it frozen. That sucks. Well, let's use our fire arrows to thaw it then. Probably not a good idea, but hey. It's alive! This is not a usual dark nut. We've come across dark nuts before. It's still called a dark nut, weirdly enough. But the ones we've come across before have been silver dark nuts, but there's a separate treasure? Separate figurine for these ones, which are gold dark nuts. These knights are well protected by their round bucklers and mighty armor. If you use a parry attack to jump up and knock off their helmets, it'll spell their doom. These ones are kind of horned in a way that the other ones aren't. Their helmets got massive horns on, though this one actually even isn't gold, it's red. But either way. Take its armor off the same way you do with a normal one, then stab the crap out of it. It was giving me the option to parry there, but I don't know why. And let's kill it. So that's kind of cool. There are other enemies here, like there's some moblins and some bokoblins frozen, so I'm just going to kill them off screen. And then once you've killed all of them, a chest appears. As you can see, it's not a special chest, which means it's not going to have a treasure chart or anything important in. In fact, it only has, well, it's got 100 rupees in, which is kind of useful. But mostly I just wanted to go in there because it's a good place. There are much fewer gold dark nuts in the game than silver ones, so kind of to make sure you get both figurines for them. That's probably one of the most reliable places to get a gold dark nuts. They're further on in the game, and I'll point them out whenever we see them. But for now, that's us done on Ice Ring Isle, so we're actually going to head back now. Haven't been there for ages, so we're going to head back to Outset Island. So back home on Outset, there's, I think, 2 side quests we can do here, but as well, we've not really ever, other than Grandma, taken figurines of anyone, really, on Outset Island, which actually brings me around to when we took Grandma's figurine, there was also another one we got free with it, but I forgot to go over it at the time, which is Ariel, our sister. She is kind and true to her family. The Doctor's energetic younger sister is adored by all who meet her. Her current goal is to learn how to fetch water so she can help out her grandmother. Her most treasured belonging is a telescope, bearing a drawing of a seagull. We recognise that telescope, don't we? There's also this woman here we've seen a lot carrying a jug around on her head. This is Subel. Her personality is serious. Subel was born and raised on Windfall, but she became concerned for the health of her grandfather, Sturgeon, so she decided to move to live with him on Outset Island. Morning, noon and night she fills vases with water and carries them on her head from the well to their house. Strangely enough, she actually enjoys the task. So that's kind of cool. if we come up here, we will find the old pig pen with the gigantic black pig in it. It is being tended by another person we can take a pictograph of. This is Abe. His greatest treasure is his family. Abe is a family man who takes good care of his wife and 2 kids. In his younger days, his dashing good looks and baritone voice made him quite the ladies' man. Then one day he was instantly smitten by a woman named Rose. Even though he was consistently rebuffed, he persisted and finally convinced Rose to marry him. Nice little story there. If we talk to him, he says, "Oh, Doctor, you made it back. Say, Doctor, do you remember the first time you caught this oinker and brought him over here? Just look at the thing. Isn't he a lot bigger now than the last time you saw him? And not just bigger, he's a lot heavier too. Say, Doctor, is there any way you could pick him up and take him for a walk for me? I'd really appreciate it. My back is just killing me." And indeed, we can. Now we have the power bracelets that we got from Under Fire Mountain last episode. Hooray! We can pick the giant Doctor Pig up and walk incredibly slowly with him. What we actually need to do is get over to the other side of the bridge there, so let's just... Oh, this is going to look cruel. Oh, and let's pick him up again. There was a ridiculous moment while I was practicing, like, making sure I knew what I was doing for this episode. I thought the place you had to carry him was up right at the peak of the island, where you kind of fly over to the woods. I spent a good 10 minutes carrying him up there at this pace, and then I accidentally dropped him, and he fell off the side of the cliff, landed in the water, refused to swim back to Earth, back to the island. He just kept swimming around out there. I drowned trying to push him back to the water. It was, he's giving a bit of a kick. It was horrendous for a great number of reasons. But anyway, we've nearly got him over there. You'll see on the right here, there are 2 kind of greyish patches. Those patches are quite unique, and if you recall, a while back, it told us something, when we took the pictograph of this pig, the wild pig description told us something very specific about these pigs. If you can remember what it was, good. If you can't, doesn't matter. Throw some bait down over one of these patches. And nothing happens. Soon enough, the big pig should spot the bait. There we go, here we go. Oh, nope, okay. He wasn't close enough that time. Let's throw some again. There we go, he spots it. And the bait gets him all excited, and down he goes! And he churns up a piece of heart for us. Good Dr. Pig, who's a good pig? Who's a good pig? Come with me. Oh well. You got a piece of heart, so we get another heart container for that, just for kind of carrying a pig around, which is awesome. Now there's a couple more pictographs I want to get. If we head into this house, then we will find someone we've briefly seen, but don't think I've ever really spoken to. I'm asleep, don't bother me till after nightfall. Who says that? Well, fine, let's make it nightfall then. Damn this man and his crazy night shifts. Let's see if we can go in this time. Here we go. He's apparently nocturnal. This is Misa. His personality is that of a slacker. Misa performs most of his chores at very much his own pace. His vegetable patch is always full of weeds and he spends most of the year trying to clear it out. He's surprisingly timid and often can't fall asleep at night. He's currently looking for a wife. Can't fall asleep at night and then weirdly bars people out of his house in the daytime. Well, either way, it's another figurine for the collection. And if we look, once we get outside, at his front garden, we will see. Yeah, it is horrendous. Good lord. While it's nighttime, we might as well try and get another figurine, because there's one we can get from right up at the top of Ariel's lookout up here. So let's climb the ladder! This pictograph, technically you can get almost anywhere in the Great Sea, but this is one of the most reliable places to do it, and plot-wise, makes the most sense. Indeed, you can pictograph, if you're quick enough, seagulls! Or not, apparently. Come on, you buggers. The other way you can do it is sometimes, let's see if this works, you can throw all-purpose bait down, and they'll come in and have a little investigate of it. Doesn't seem to be work. Oh, here we go, here we go. There we go. Nope, stay still, you bastard. No! No, he just got away. Oh, I can see this being infuriating. Let's throw some bait over there, and wait. With the camera out, actually, this time. Nope, he's just coming in for a swoop. Come on, land. Land, you bastard. Nope, not interested at all. This is going to be infuriating. These are always one of the hardest ones to get, and this is, as I say, probably actually one of the easiest places to get this pictograph. Here we go. Yes, there we go. This is, unsurprisingly, a seagull. Its talent is flying. Seagulls soar freely over the Great Sea. They love high-oi pears above all other foods, and eating them simply steals their hearts. As well we know. And indeed, I'm going to do that here quickly, because there's a tiny little secret we can get with a high-oi pear. And this makes sense to get it now. So simply as straightforward as if you fly up here, there's a red rupee on top of Iroh's lookout, which you can grab. Why not? Brings us up to perfectly 1,000 rupees, so that makes me happy. Now, I'm going to just head over here to the main... Oh, no, just over here to the main part of the island. Forget that you actually get choo-choos here at night. Go away. Only at night, though. That's why we saw them when we came back during the kind of rainy night, during the curse of Ganondorf on the whole sea. Doctor the Pig is back in his pen, which is cool, and if we go to this house, we saw Abe earlier, but now at night time is a good time to see the rest of his family. Or not, apparently. There we go. So, the figurine mentioned his loving wife, which he had to eventually manage to convince to marry him, and indeed, she's too close there to actually take a pictograph. Once again, let's try that. Oh, she's not looking at me. So if we get her to actually look at me for a little bit longer, there we go. That should be enough for a full body shot. Yes, there we go. This is Rose. Her favourite thing are animals. The mother of Joel and Zill, Rose is a woman of refreshingly simple tastes. But she's a demanding mother. She has a bad habit of trying to laugh her way out of lies. What an oddly dark comment. Anyway, there are her 2 kids here, which we'll photograph while they're sleeping, because that's totally normal. Actually, can we photograph them also? Oh god, this is getting even creepier and creepier, isn't it? Oh, I don't feel good about this. Actually, we can't photograph them now anyway. So that's probably for the best, actually. The best time to photograph these guys is probably actually daytime. So I'm going to go outside and change the time of day. Now it's daytime, the kids are up and about. There's this fella here with the snot dangling from his nose. This is Zill. His talent is sniffling even. Zill is hyper-inquisitive young boy who speaks his thoughts as soon as they come to mind. He can often strike a nerve without realising it. He likes to intimidate his older brother Joel, and strangely enough, it seems he actually lets his nose run like that on purpose. Kinda creepy. There's also this guy. This is the aforementioned older brother, Joel. His main interest, as you can see from the picture on the screen now, is sticks. Joel's dream is to grow up as soon as he can so he can jump across boulders, just like the Doctor. Both he and his younger brother Zill distinctly resemble their father. So that's now almost all of the residents of Outset photographed, because we got a photograph of Orca and our grandmother a while back. There is just one more. We spoke to him very briefly on literally the first episode, and I've not seen much from him since. He actually lives in this house, in the balcony above Orca's. Her figurine, Subel's, mentioned him. He is I think he's the brother of Orca, her grandmother, and, well, let's go in and meet the fellow. Indeed, this man here is Sturgeon. His personality is extremely... that's not his personality at all. His personality is Gollum. No, his personality is extremely serious. Known as Outset's living encyclopedia, Sturgeon is quite wise, boasting an abnormally high IQ. He has extremely sensitive nerves, quite the opposite of his younger brother, Orca, who lives downstairs. Surprisingly, Sturgeon was also an accomplished swordsman in his youth. That's quite a cool little kind of fact there, and indeed... that's actually useful to know for what's about to happen. Which now we need to, because I said there were 2 side quests to do on Outset. One of them was the pig, and the second one involves us visiting Orca. Now, you'll remember a while back we got a letter from Orca telling us about Knight's Crests, to gather 10 of them and bring them back to him. We have 11! You can actually see there's a Knight's Crest on his wall there, but obviously you can't get that one. But if we show 11 Knight's Crests to him, then he is impressed. Why, that is a Knight's Crest. How many of these do you have? Then I suppose the time has come for me to speak to you about the crests. The Knight's Crest is a symbol of a courageous knight. But not just anyone can gather them. No, it takes a soul who possesses not only power, but wisdom and courage as well. Any courageous soul who gathers 10 of these crests can learn a powerful new sword technique. Both my brother and I dreamt of learning this technique in our youth. We worked so hard to collect the crests. But it took many long years and adventures beyond count before we even approached finding 10 of them, and we both grew old. It appears you have enough might to learn this technique now. Perhaps, just perhaps, you can master it. Very good, Doctor, hear my words. Diddle-diddle-doo. Nope, diddle-diddle-doo. There we go, I missed it anyway. Hold B to build up power and release it. Come at me now, do it. Yes, this is one of the hidden sword, well, the only hidden sword technique in the world, in the game. Charge our sword like that, and then move closer to him, and let go! Awesome technique. This is Hurricane Spin. Hold up B to build up your power, and then release it to perform a whirling attack with your blade. Remember, it consumes magic power. And Orca is completely stunned by that. We have made his long-held dream come true. Oh, the joyful tears, they won't stop. I thought my tears had dried up long ago. There is nothing left for me to teach you. I am certain now you will save your sister Ariel and bring her home to Outset. And indeed, she's actually on the way home now, with the pirates, but he doesn't know that. And indeed, we have learned everything we can from Orca, because we did that thing where we hit him 500 bloody times as well, so that's cool. Now, you'll have noticed on our map marker for a while have been marked the islands at the north and south of the map for getting to the temples where the Earth and Wind Sages can be held. So let's finally head to one of them. We're going to head, since we're down here anyway, we'll head one square across to the east to Headstone Island. Now, at Headstone Island, the name is obvious enough. There's a stone head on it. There's two islands that are actually named like this. There's Headstone Island, which has a stone head on it, and Stone Watch Island, which has one of these things as well. But, now that we've obtained the power bracelets, this thing is no match for us. Mwahaha. Let's spin it round. And chuck it away. Straight at the camera. And enter the place within. Place? Cavern is the word I was looking for. So there's this tablet, and written on the tablet are markings that appear to indicate specific directions. We've had enough of these so far that we know what they are. Let's produce the Wind Waker. Now we learn our first piece, which is in 6/4, and we go down, down, neutral, right, left, neutral. You learn the Earth God's lyric. Cutscene. Fade to black. O great hero chosen by the Master Sword. My name is Naruto. I am a Zora sage. For an age I offered my prayers here at the Earth Temple, praying that the power to repel evil would ever remain within the Master Sword. And yet, unfortunately, due to Ganondorf's evil designs, the Master Sword you hold has lost this power. After his defeat at the hands of the Hero of Time, Ganondorf was sealed away, but not for all time. He was revived and returned to Hyrule in a red wrath. He attacked this temple and stole my soul, knowing that he had to remove the power contained in that enchanted blade. In order to return the power to repel evil to your sword, you must find another to take my stead in this temple and ask the gods for their assistance. You must find the one who carries on my bloodline, the one who holds this sacred instrument. Nothing can stop the flow of time or the passing of generations, but the fate carried within my bloodline endures the ravages of all the years. It survives. The song you just conducted is the one that will open the eyes of the new sage, and awaken within that sage the melody that will carry our prayers to the gods. The door that blocks your way will only open when the sage plays that song. May the winds of fortune blow with you. I really like the music in that scene. Quite different to a lot of the other ones in the game. It's more kind of powerful and moving, which is awesome. So, we need to find the new Sage of Earth in order to put part of the power to repel evil back into the Master Sword. And the key we've been given is that instrument that Naruto, the Zora Sage, was holding. But, I'm afraid, once again, our time has come to an end for this episode. So, next week, we will be going out in search of the new Sage of Earth. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next week for that quest. Good day.